The Family Curse. A Navajo Skinwalker horror story. I hadn't been back to the reservation in almost 7 years. School, life, and maybe a little guilt kept me away. But when my mother called, saying Grandma Nezzy had passed in her sleep, I knew I had to return. The drive from Flagstaff to Chinle was long and quiet. The mesas rose like ancient stone monuments from the desert, watching me. I used to feel comfort here, but now even the wind sounded like it whispered warnings. When I pulled up to Grandma's old house, just a squat adobe structure surrounded by desert scrub and weathered barbed wire, I saw that the sheep pen was empty. The windmill didn't creak like it used to. It was like the land was holding its breath. Inside, everything was how I remembered. The turquoise cross above the door, the worn wool rug, the dried herbs hanging by the window. But it was also cold. Not physically, just hollow, like her presence was really gone. That first night, I tried to sleep in Grandma's bed. I shouldn't have. Just after midnight, I woke to the sound of scratching. Not like a mouse in the walls. This was rhythmic, deliberate. I sat up. The scratching came from under the window. I stood and crept over, pulling the curtain aside. Nothing. But on the glass, 4 long claw marks. I told myself it was the wind. Maybe a branch. But deep down, I already knew. The next morning, I walked the property. That's when I found it. A sheep carcass, mangled, yet untouched. No blood, just bones and skin, like something had sucked it dry. Its eyes were missing. I drove into town to find a medicine man, or even just someone from the family, to ask what the hell was happening. But when I mentioned Grandma Nezzy, people clammed up. A man at the trading post muttered under his breath, "Should have burned that land years ago." That night, I found Grandma's journal. It was wrapped in a deerskin pouch hidden beneath the floorboards under her bed. Most of it was written in Navajo, but I could piece together some of it. Dates, locations, warnings, and a name. Toyahni, a medicine man who lived on the edge of the Black Mountains. Her entries were frantic, especially the ones from 1978. He turned, took the skin of the beast. I tried to stop him. He marked me with his voice. If it ever comes back, it won't come for me. It'll come for the blood. That night, it came back. I heard my name outside the window, whispered, clear, in Grandma's voice. Then in my mother's. Then in mine. The scratching returned, louder this time, more urgent. I didn't move. Just stared at the window until sunrise. The next day, I visited an elder named Thomas Yazzie. He lived out past the canyon rim and had been a friend of Grandma's. I told him everything, showed him the journal. His face went pale. He told me the story. Toyahni had once been a respected healer, but after his son died, something inside him broke. He abandoned the path of Hoju, balance, and turned to dark medicine. Became a Yi Naldushi, a skinwalker. He tried to curse Grandma Nezzy when she exposed him, but she used her knowledge to trap the spirit near the old sacred site, a mesa called Chilgini. But if she's gone, Thomas said, and the curse was blood-bound, it's yours now. I didn't want to believe it. but I had to see it through. That night, under the full moon, we hiked to Chilgini. Thomas brought white ash, cedar, and a ceremonial rattle. I carried Grandma's journal. Halfway up the trail, we heard it. A howl, not coyote, not wolf. Something in between. It echoed unnaturally, circling us. Then came the footsteps, on two legs. We reached the top just as the wind picked up. Thomas began the ritual, chanting in Navajo. That's when I saw it. A tall, hunched figure, its skin stretched and sewn in places. The head was vaguely wolf-like, but wrong, longer, bonier. Eyes glowed like coals. It mimicked my voice. "Please, stop. It hurts." Then Grandma's. Then a baby's cry. I dropped to my knees. My chest burned like fire. Thomas threw the ash into the wind and slammed his rattle down, screaming a final prayer. The creature howled, staggered back, and vanished in a swirl of dust and black feathers. The silence afterward felt ancient. We descended in darkness. I asked Thomas, "Is it over?" He didn't answer. Instead, he handed me a pouch of ash and cedar and said, "Keep this on your door. Never forget. It only goes quiet when it's watching." That was 6 months ago. I moved back to the city. I don't dream much anymore, but sometimes, just before I fall asleep, I hear scratching and a voice whispering in Navajo, "You carry her sin." And I know it's still out there, waiting. Thank you for watching Cryptid Encounter Stories. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more terrifying tales of the unknown. Your support helps keep the stories alive and the monsters lurking. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and always keep an eye on the shadows.